I guess we'll start with that. Hello, this is Future CB Ultra 768, and we are back with, with Marvel's Avengers. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I saying future? Well, to tell you the truth, a few months back, I went and oh god, I got the hiccups. I just recently ate. I went back and I recorded all the mission dialogue and scenes with Nick Fury. Now, the thing was, I also wanted to show off they added some new future Taskmaster missions with its own story and dialogue. But when I first did it, when Nick Fury, again, sorry, you're gonna have to deal with these hiccups. When Nick Fury first came out, basically the missions for some reason did not have any dialogue. Like, I was wondering, I was like, is this it? Why is there no dialogue? And then after an update, there's now a dialogue, and I wanted to show those off. So basically, this whole video is going to be me doing two of the future Taskmaster villain sectors, because each of them have their own little stories. And then the rest of the video is going to be me talking to Nick Fury, which that stuff is going to be in the past, which I filmed like months ago. And you'll be able to tell because instead of me being Iron Man, I'm going to be Spider-Man for the rest of that. So yeah, so this whole video is just going to be fighting Taskmaster 2 times and then talking to Nick Fury, if you haven't heard all his dialogue. Which all his missions were just, oh, go here and do my grocery shopping by taking care of this problem for me, okay? But yeah, so I've heard the stories of what this has to offer, but I didn't really pay attention because I was like, oh, I want to record it. God, for me being Future CB Ultra 7, why did it have to be me with the hiccups? Don't worry, you won't deal with these when I'm past me. But anyway, let's just jump into it, listen to what Kate has to say, and we'll play through. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be the whole video. I'll try to talk about some stuff. Like maybe my experience with Guardians of the Galaxy, which if you haven't seen, I've actually played through that entire game. And go see what I think about it, but I'll also give my opinion here.
This is a weird one. Sarah Garza and her network of former S.H.I.E.L.D. agents have noticed a bunch of temporal anomalies popping up around their old stomping grounds. From when Taskmaster
Goddamn
was
hiccups.
a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent? Here's the weird part. Task's whole photographic reflex thing, it eats away at his memories the more people's moves he memorizes. We think
I remember hearing that, yeah.
His brain, now like Swiss cheese,
But
is using Maestro's time travel tech to go after his old teammates.
Stink of
because he can't
cheesy
remember
garlic
succeeding
bread.
at betraying
It's so
them the
good.
first time.
But dang it, ones I just ate gave me
Back
hiccups.
in the post-apocalypse. Does it seem dustier than last time? Let's see if we can find Taskmaster.
So yeah, this was the new addition. When I noticed, like, finally, when they added dialogue, I'm like, oh, Kate's the one that debriefs the mission. Okay. Which, I mean, I kind of like, because it's like, oh, okay. Because in the story, her and Kate and Clint had to deal with a little bit of future Taskmaster, only in a cutscene, though.
Who is this?
Your favorite 20-something with a bow. See you in a bit, Skullface.
Real quick. I probably shouldn't be doing this. This is honestly, to tell you my status with this game, overall, the only thing I do is like this. Like, villain sectors, collect chests for units, because the only thing worthwhile is I like getting the costumes, and I have like so many units, so it's like, it's ridiculous how many I can get. Which, you know what, I'm not gonna go for the units. I'll be sure to do that stuff on my own. But yeah, like, that's all I've been doing with this game, just collecting units, and when I feel like it, I do the claw missions. Because the claw shit is still a pain in the ass. Mostly because of just, you know, it's just mostly still a pain in the ass, all because just finding people to play online. And like I said, I don't hate this game. I know it's not good, but this is more of a game like I casually just like to play. Like, that's how I felt when I played Monster Hunter World on my own. Usually I just, you know, would casually come back to it and hunt some monsters if I feel like it. Like, I know the whole point of that game is like, oh, you're supposed to be gathering materials so you can make yourself stronger, which I do, but most of the time I'm more focused on just, you know, fighting and having fun with some other people and stuff like that. But yeah. But again, I did hear that apparently the new character they're going to be adding is going to be Jane Foster's Thor, which obviously we know why, because the new Thor movie, Love and Thunder, is going to be coming out. Which I saw the trailer, looks alright. At this point, I've still not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, because me and my dad have decided we're going to wait for it to come to Disney Plus, because we're like, we don't really feel like going to a movie theater to watch it. Which, just to let you know that this is present me, though this video is going to be, obviously, in the past. I am recording this May 12th, 2022. So that's the present I'm in right now. Again, I don't remember when I did the Nick Fury stuff. I think it was like back in like March or April. Probably more likely, I think March. It's just, again, like I said, because I've decided with this game, I'm probably never going to live stream it. I've just decided I'd rather just record all this stuff so then I can edit past certain things. Though, except this stuff, because, you know, I want to make sure you guys see it, and especially, like, the dialogue.
And one timeline, maybe. Think of us like your past, coming back to haunt you.
Yeah. I love haunting people. I'm such a jerk. God, again, why did I decide to do this when I had hiccups? Oh, you're just gonna keep hearing me. You're gonna keep hearing that the whole play. But whatever. Oh, but I don't care. Those garlic cheese breads were really good. I really enjoy those. Every time we order pizza now, that's what I always get now. Just cheesy garlic bread. It's just so good. I love it. Tastes delicious. And again, speaking since it's May 12th, the thing I've been trying to look for online, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but I've been waiting for Shin Ultraman to come out, which I think might be only coming out in Japan, which is just disappointing. I really wanted it to have like a American release, like Shin Godzilla, where it's in a limited select of theaters and stuff, and everybody can go see it. Because I really want to see it in a big screen. It'd be like my first Ultraman to see on the big screen. And speaking of Ultraman, I recently finished watching Ultraman Zereth, those two movies. So now all I gotta do is I gotta watch Trigger, and then once I'm done with Trigger, I'll be caught up, and then I'll have to watch. Let's see. I have to watch Ultraman Decker when that comes out, which is New Generation in Dyna, and then the Destined Crossroads when that comes out, which I'm excited. Like, overall, I'm just so surprised. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. I've done it. I've actually caught up on all the Ultraman. Like, I just find it insane. And again, this all started because I watched Ultraman Tiga on TV when I was a kid. I saw it when it was on the Fox Kids, like when they had that on the, or it was called the Fox Box, right? That's when I first watched it, and this was after I saw the movie, like Godzilla 2000. That was my first Godzilla movie that I got introduced to like giant monsters, and ever since I've been obsessed with giant monsters, superheroes, and stuff. Which is why I'm waiting for Project GG, more announcements on that, because it looks like an Ultraman type game, and I'm excited for it, and I hope it like is really good. I mean, especially since Platinum Games is working on it, and I trust Platinum Games. I mean, they made like Revengeance, they made that Transformers game, and that I played that Ninja Turtles game too, which is actually on my channel. Probably not great quality, because I think that was before I knew how to stream or record with my PS4, but that was a fun game too.
Do you remember?
I remember how to end the Avengers.
Blah blah blah. Too bad this Taskmaster thing, I will admit, I know I'm not talking about it a lot, but I mean, it's the exact same thing. I mean, it's just, oh, it's the Taskmaster fight again, except now it's in the future. Ooh, how different. Which, I mean, I'm sure they're not gonna do something major with Jane Foster's Thor, but who knows? I mean, if they could have at least a story and not like Spider-Man level story where it was just, oh, do a bunch of missions and then you get dialogue. Like, that's the problem. Like, they need to start with this game, start making some more stories and cutscenes. Like, I liked the Black Panther story in this, where it's like, they give an excuse like, oh, why can he hang out with the Avengers? Because Shuri becomes the queen, and that's why he can, like, leave the kingdom, because he trusts his sister with the responsibility to run their country. And I was like, I like that. That's cool. So I hope, like, when Jane Foster comes out, they'll do something like that with her. I will admit, that doesn't get old. I really do like using the Unibeam. I think at first I said I liked Spider-Man the most playing, but I'm probably gonna have to switch it to maybe Spider-Man second, and I prefer Iron Man. Iron Man's kind of the best to play in this. I think probably for me mostly because he's the most that reminds me of Ultraman, of course. I mean, again, you're a guy who shoots beams out of his hands and flies. Again, I would love an Ultraman game where you could do something like this, just fly around. But again, fight giant monsters. Like, again, I really just want a good giant hero fights monsters game, which I actually do. I know nothing of the story. I want to check out Dawn of Monsters. That's a game I want to play. Like, that game, it looks like a simple beat 'em up game, but you know, it looks fun. I mean, that's why I got like Override, like Mech Override. Like, that was a fun game for was, especially since it had a story. And again, I was looking forward to 2 when they said Ultraman's gonna be in it, but I didn't play it because there's no story. I'm like, what's the point? Like, for me personally, when I buy a game, yeah, I like multiplayer stuff, but I also like a good story. Like Titanfall 2. Like, I like the multiplayer in that still, but I also really love going back and playing the story. Like, I really love that. And I hope, like, someday we'll get a Titanfall 3 someday. I would love to see more. Like, we get a new robot companion or something. Like, if they could just keep that same formula, then they'll have another good game. But also improve on some stuff too. Especially servers. That's my main complaint playing multiplayer on Titanfall 2. Like, every time I usually try to play a match, it's just so glitchy and just, it's so glitchy. And sometimes matches will just crash. Even when I'm playing on the PS5, it's like, what the hell? It's like, why?
He knows what I want him to.
Again, sorry if I've been kind of talking over the story of this. I mean, all I gather from this story is, like she said, basically, Masters is like forgetting who he is because of his copy ability. Because every time he keeps memorizing new moves, he forgets who he is. Which, I mean, it is kind of interesting. It's like, oh, but wait until the next one. That one has like a whole story. And it has to do with that lady named Morales. If you remember that one where she's like talking and crying about like, he killed my teammates and stuff. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, I don't care. I almost wish like they made it to where it's like, after you've heard these stories most of the time, it's like, just stop. Like, have an option to where we could turn off the dialogue and just go. Like, it's like, I don't want to hear this every time, but whatever. Alright, Masters, let's party. My hiccups and me will defeat you.
Yes, you all I remember.
Good for you.
You should remember that we're the good guys here. Come on, Taskmaster, let's just put this all behind us.
Doobadoo.
Don't complain when we kick your ass.
Definitely when I edit this, I'll try to like cut certain parts. Like, if there's not a lot of talking during this fight, I'll just, you know, cut to where we almost beat them. Because again, like I said, this is just the exact This is the exact same fight, except again, look at him. He's got like an orange cape now instead of white, because it's like, I guess, the same one he's been wearing. And it's all dirty, basically. When I play Iron Man, I do always do this a lot with him. Because again, like, I'm hitting him with the missiles and then it gives me like an automatic recharge. But again, I always have to hit a lock on a 6. Alright. Let's see if I can get this out. This is usually what I always try to do with these boss fights. Just pull out the Hulk, when I'm Iron Man at least. Pull out the Hulkbuster, get away, and then just barrage him with a ton of missiles. Because I mean, look at that health. It's just wow. Goes down pretty fast. Especially when he's the only one on screen. They just all go there. Oh, I'm still hitting him. Nice. Sweet. At this point, I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen the new Doctor Strange movie yet. I think I've been hearing some mixed reviews about it. Which again, nobody tell me anything. Well, I'll eventually see for myself. I've heard a lot of positive things, but some negative things, which might have to do with certain characters, I guess. But, you know, I'll see for myself and I'll judge. Usually, sometimes when I watch a movie, I'm very lenient. Like take the character Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Personally, that is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. I really like the whole cult concept and just, you know, him having to save these kids from this evil cult and everything like that. And Short Round, I like him. Like, I mean, again, without him, Indiana Jones would have stayed a voodoo slave. I mean, I don't know, I just really liked him. I mean, he never bothered me. I never was bothered by Short Round. I don't know what people's problem with him was. But I mean, the reason I bring him up, though, is apparently I've heard that actor is in the movie called Everywhere, Everything All at Once or whatever.
Give it up, Masters, it's over.
Which I really do want to see. I'm looking forward to actually watching that. It looks interesting, and I've heard good things. So as soon as I can, I definitely want to watch that. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so what do you guys say, Kate? And then we'll move it on to the next one.
Shield crew are all present and accounted for, but some of them did get a tacky on headbutt. The anthill medics are taking a look at them now. High fives for everybody!
Oh, is that what we were doing? I completely even forgot. Like, why were we in the future to get him? It's like, oh, apparently Maestro and future Taskmaster kidnapped a bunch of just shield agents. I don't even know, from the present or the future, and we were just there to save him. Okay. Alright, well, with that, let me just cut to when we start the next Taskmaster mission. And then, like I said, I'll splice together all the footage of me talking to Nick Fury, and that'll be it for the video. So, be right back. Alright, we're back. So now we're starting the last Taskmaster mission, which is called Illusion of Truth. Which, I mean, again, I gotta appreciate that with these two villain sectors, they at least gave them their own stories. Like, oh, the first one we did was like, oh, he, like, is forgetting who he is. And then when he comes face to face with the Avengers, he's like, oh, I remember this now, I remember. It's just, again, the whole idea, though, is Maestro's using his condition to basically use him for his evil deeds, which especially in this one, as you'll hear with the story. And this one has to do with the shield lady known as Morales, who I said earlier, told her story about how Masters and him and her and some shield agents were on like a mission, and he betrayed them, and it possibly suggested maybe she loved him, like she had feelings for him or something. But anyway, let's get into it.
Anyone up for some time travel? Boy,
No.
is that a sentence I never thought I'd throw around casually. But listen, Agent Morales has been getting distress signals from SHIELD agents in the future, but the call signals match a team that she was in charge of years ago.
Also, I don't know if you can really
Morales
see
wants us
it.
to look into it. She
Black
says
Widow's
we've
got
gotta
the
be
Endgame
cautious.
suit, because I got
old
that
SHIELD team
because of
happens to
the
be
Guardians of the
one
Galaxy
that
game.
Taskmaster betrayed back in the
I
day.
got Hawkeye's
It
too,
could just
but
be a team using
I'll
an old
never
channel,
wear it.
Or It could be a trap.
Because it's like the Ronin suit, but he's like doesn't have the hood or the mask. Even though they have that. Even though it's like, why wouldn't that be a together costume? Like, it's so stupid. Like, I'd prefer the one where he's wearing the mask instead of like him with his bald ass. That's the thing I hate of this Hawkeye. His normal look is supposed to be he's bald. I was like, why? I prefer him with hair. Like, he looks ridiculous bald. And that's why some of the suits I never wear. This one I got for him was part of the shipment thing, which honestly isn't horrible. I like the silver. Alright, let's go. Let's do the exact same thing. That is the thing, though. They really could have did something with these villain sectors. Like, yeah, you could have the two same, but maybe like, oh, they set up bombs, or you gotta do this or that. Like, something.
Looks like Taskmaster.
Like, why couldn't we have a boss at, like, where Thor went when he was investigating Loki impersonating him? Like, why couldn't we, like, go to different areas like that? I don't know. They really could have did a lot more with this game, honestly. Guess while I'm fighting, I'm trying to think. I said I was going to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Overall, I enjoyed it. It is definitely like, if you've seen the channel Godzilla Mendoza, which I like his channel, he definitely was right that if they could have did what they did in the Guardians game with this game would be a whole lot better. Like, again, like, playing this game by myself, I don't mind it. Ooh, I don't mind it that much, but it's just, I don't really like the multiplayer aspect. Like, this game could have been a really good, just, you know, single player, command your characters to do whatever kind of game. But I mean, again, sometimes multiplayer ain't horrible, but it's just, you know, the only bad thing about it is it's just hard to find other players that you could play with who are still interested in this game. And just, you know, the annoying thing of, like, the claw mission, when it's like, oh, you're trying to get gear, and then it's like, oh, if someone leaves, you have to quit the game, because it's like, oh, well, you can't complete the mission with 3 people. You need, like, one person to help you open doors and stuff, but oh, they left, so now you can't do that anymore, which is just bullshit. But of the Guardians games, I really liked the characters and like some of the arcs they went through. And it did really feel like each character had their own moments. Like, again, like, Groot doesn't go through a super emotional moment like, say, Rocket and Gamora and Drax. Like, they all have their moments. But I like Groot still does serve a big purpose in the group. Like, they even say, like, Groot kind of feels like he's the one that keeps them together. Like, he's the most simple of characters. He's like, again, the root that keeps them all together in this big family tree of theirs.
Careful what you wish for, Shield. You took everything from me that day.
You mean when you betrayed S.H.I.E.L.D. for a paycheck?
Morales fed you lies.
I'm not buying that, Masters.
Yeah, real quick, I already wore this suit. You guys shouldn't have to stare at the same suit, so let me do a wipe transition and change real quick. There we go, that's better. I am surprised that I got this suit for free, though. Like, again, like, when they first updated it and brought Nick Fury, I think, and stuff. I was, like, so shocked when I saw this was for free. Honestly, I am really glad I got this suit. Again, you can't doubt, though, the suits in these games look great. Though it just sucks some of them you have to, like, buy with credits. Which, again, I am never going to pay actual money for credits. Which, again, that's always been a major complaint. Like, this game could be good if you just made it to where... Why not make it to where...
Hold them off.
you get when you do challenges, like the challenge cards, you also get tiny bits of credits to like help you, so then you could pay for stuff. Or again, make it to where you get costumes by just, you know, doing challenges. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the shipment thing. That's kind of a step in the right direction. Like, I like the whole idea where it's like, oh, if you want this suit, then you gotta get 100 shipments, and the only way to do that is to play the game and get units. Though again, it is very, you can exploit how you can get units actually. Especially the boss fights in the vaults that are like the 6-day thing. Because at the end of those, they always give you an automatic 1,000 when you complete them. Stop it. Yeah, they give you an automatic 1,000 when you complete them. And right now, while I'm playing this right now, it's actually doubled. So I'd be getting 2,000. So a thing you could always do is just basically play the level as one character and then just basically switch to another. Because when you switch to a different character, they have the exact same mission. So you can like basically grind for units, and it's really easy to get a lot of units. I'll have to show you at the end of this. But yeah, I have like a crap ton, and I could like get like the new suit at this time. Because let's say, what suits did they give? The suits that they gave, they were basically, the first suit was the Black Panther Iron Man suit, which I have, and I still like. And then the suit I was wearing, the Iron Man 3 suit, that was one of the suits they gave away. And then there was the Captain America suit, where it's just basically him wearing military pants and a Captain America like shirt with no mask, basically. And I think it was from the Ultimate Comics, it said, basically. And then there was, as you saw with Hawkeye, I have him in that silver, like, kind of apocalypse-looking suit. Which looks alright, but I might change him on my own someday. Because again, I already have Thor wearing like a silver kind of thing. And I'm trying to mix up the colors and stuff with my team to try to make them look all different. And then the latest one is like a Black Widow suit, which is like, kind of looks like a classic Black Widow suit. But she's got short hair, and she's got some gold around it. And apparently people said that suit is actually from a X-Men comic. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Which honestly, if I had to say, I wouldn't mind. I wish they weren't going with Jane Foster for the new character. I would have preferred yeah, get an X-Men. That would have been cool. I would have liked an X-Men. Personally, for me, I wouldn't mind Nightcrawler. I always liked Nightcrawler. But yeah, I've always liked Nightcrawler. He was always a cool X-Man. I liked his teleport ability, and I loved his look. He's just such an interesting look, in my opinion.
Either Taskmaster's lying through his teeth, or someone gave him bunk information about his heel turn back in the day.
So yeah, so to get back to the story. So to get back to the story of this, basically, as she's saying, basically someone told Taskmaster, the wrong information. Because again, like he's been saying, he is mad at Morales because he believes in his head, because of his mental state as it's all fucked up.
Shield operative lecturing me on dispensable foot soldiers. How cute.
But yeah, dang it, I lost my train of thought because they were talking. Again, I hope you can still hear them even though I'm talking over them. But I mean, that's the point of the subtitles. But I mean, yeah, so basically, Maestro is using Taskmaster's condition just to mess with him, basically. Because again, I think right now he's trying to time travel to the past and go after Morales for some reason. And Maestro told him, oh yeah, Morales was the one who killed all your men and did horrible things. You weren't the one, clearly. Like, that's the whole thing. And I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I feel like they're trying to make us feel sorry for Taskmaster, but it's like, why? Guy's a douchebag. He chose the life of a mercenary. I mean, geez, you could have used that ability to be a hero or something, but no, you decided, oh, hey, let me try to kill people and be an ass. mean, again, especially in the original story, he betrayed like his friends at S.H.I.E.L.D. just for a paycheck. I mean, jeez, dude. Alright. But yeah, back to what I was saying.
I disagree with the Avengers being the best S.H.I.E.L.D. has.
You have your orders.
Oh, I missed it.
Take
Oh well.
them down.
Can't we work this out?
But yeah, like I was saying, I almost wish like yeah they added an X-Men like Nightcrawler or somebody. Like that would make it super different. But I mean, if this game ever keeps going, maybe. Though at this point, I'm doing this at the time when I've read the news about Square Enix has lost over $200 million thanks to Avengers and apparently Guardians. Even though, again, I really liked Guardians. I mean, I was about to say, maybe not really liked. I liked it, but, you know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it. Again, like, replayability is kind of like, huh, okay. I mean, like, of my choices in that game, the major thing I did now is I got rid of the llama, and I'm curious, like, what do I do when the llama's not here? And, like, what if I actually negotiate with Lady Hellbender? Like, I'm curious about those kind of changes. Like, what happens? Like, does something major happen or no? So I'm curious about all that.
This isn't how you get payback.
But yeah, overall, I enjoy the game. Again, it's interesting that the other costumes I never got to show, you only unlock them when you beat the game. And again, I actually finally got to see Star-Lord's original outfit, which I was like, wow, he wore this. That's insane. Because again, like a lot of other people, I grew with the Guardians from the movies. I've never knew the original, honestly.
Maestro is the one who told me the truth.
Yeah.
Filled in the blanks and missing pieces.
So yeah, as she just said right there, Maestro's the one basically who told him this crap. I mean, that's all it is. Okay. But yeah, what else? Trying to think, what was I talking about? Of Guardians. I still haven't tried on all the costumes. Like I said, I'm recently been playing through it again. It's just I've been so busy playing other games like Deep Rock, which is a fun little mining dwarf game, which I like that I got for free.
By blaming Morales for the whole thing. Now he wants to rip S.H.I.E.L.D. apart. We gotta stop him.
Yeah, no shit, Kate. Alright. So this part's gonna be a bit shorter. I'm thinking I'm gonna let the dialogue play out, but then as soon as there's no new dialogue, I'm just gonna skip the entire fight because it's the exact same thing. So who cares? Man, I remember in the beginning of this game when you got to play Black Widow and you're like riding him across the bridge and stuff. Couldn't we do something like that? Like, hey, like say when you play Iron Man, couldn't they made it to where maybe he's flying away on the jetpack and you gotta like boost after him and shoot him in the air and stuff like that? I mean, you could have did something. Like each character has a different interaction with him. I don't know, but whatever. Like I said, this game's not good, but I still play it, just more as casual. And again, like I only keep playing it for the shipments and all that, that's all.
Right. Guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Okay, let's do it again, Tasky. I gotta beat the shit out of you. You know, another thing that could have made these fights fun too, like maybe at a rare chance you can like stagger them and get like takedowns. That would have been cool. Just do a cool animation and stuff like that. I mean, that's like what Guardians did too. Like sometimes there are chances where you hit a triangle and the other Guardians would do a cool move, and then you could like, you know, just you do like a cool move and it's either like, and again, that was kind of a thing I really liked, like when you did a takedown on an enemy, sometimes all or just a couple of the Guardians would team up with you and kick their asses with you, which I was like, that's cool. I like that. I missed. But I mean, yeah, that was like cool. I really enjoyed that. Though again, I will admit the gameplay of that was just, oh, run around and shoot. And sometimes you punch. Like, it sometimes almost made you feel like, man, I wish I could play these other characters like Rocket and the others too, like, see how that feels.
And become a dog for S.H.I.E.L.D. to throw away again? I don't think so. I'd rather die than join the likes of you.
As he says that, he tries to crawl into this broken car and drive away, like, you'll never catch me, Avengers! Masters, you're not going anywhere. Ugh. Poor bastard. Okay, what do you gotta say, Kate?
I wasn't expecting Taskmaster's amnesia to get that complicated. And I kind of feel bad. Not for kicking his ass. He totally deserved that. But he got played like a fiddle. Can't help but feel for the guy. I don't think we'll ever get through to him. But who knows? Maybe there's hope for Anthony Masters.
Whatever. Okay. Maybe there's hope for the murderous psychopath who kills people for money. Sure, Kate. Whatever. Alright, so yep, that's that. Like I said, I mean, I like that they at least attempted a little story with Anthony Masters right there. That, like, oh, this future version of himself is actually, like, having amnesia and shit. Because of his photographic memory, it's making him forget every time he learns a new move. And he, like, is slowly going, like, insane because he doesn't remember who he is and stuff like that. I mean, it's a cute idea, but it's whatever, honestly. But yeah, so the newest thing we're still waiting on is, it was announced Jane Foster is going to be part of the roster. And again, I hope they don't do like what they did with Spider-Man for specifically PlayStation. Like, his honestly was so lame, where it's like, oh, let me just do a bunch of missions and then you get a comic book fucking cutscene to end his story. So fucking lame. Like I said, I mean, I might be being like a glutton for punishment for playing this. But I mean, again, like I just keep saying, I know the game's not great, but I still play it from time to time. Because, you know, I like getting the units. Like, as you can see, I have like 341. I like collecting units so I can get new costumes. And again, like I said, I think the costumes are really the best part of this game. Like, there's some really interesting looking ones. And again, like, someday I want to replay through the story, since, like, at certain points you could change a character's costume and they'll wear that suit. I always love games that do that. But again, for the next Marvel property I'm looking forward to, other than Jane Foster, that has nothing to do with this, is I'm looking forward to Marvel Spider-Man 2 when that comes out in 2023, next year. Which I hope that'll be good. I'm really excited. And again, I'm definitely saving my money. Like, I have like a crap ton of money and I'm like, I must save it for Spider-Man. I'm immediately gonna order it. Because again, I love Insomniac's Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Those were both really, really fun games. And I can't wait to play more of that. But anyway, I shouldn't hold up your time. Let me get you back to past me. And like I said, the rest of the video is just gonna be me basically talking to Nick Fury and giving my opinions on how I felt about that. So, again, I hope you all enjoyed future me, and I'll let you get back to the past. Bye.
Commander Hill, what's the situation?
Well, first off, security around here could use some work.
Clint?
Holy crap.
Director Fury.
Didn't expect me, huh? Commander Hill filled me in. Sounds like I have you to thank for my escape. Your exploits with AIM's Cosmic Cube gave me the opening I needed. But from what I hear, in other futures, I wasn't so lucky. Our timelines are fractured, consequences of which we do not fully understand. And I'm afraid our troubles are just beginning. This Kree invasion is still coming for us. We've seen what happens if we fail. But that's not this timeline. You've proven we can change what's to come. AIM will try and stand in our way. To Dr. Rappaccini, a world where we win is just as bad as a world destroyed. But we won't let that stop us, will we?
You can count on us.
Train up if you need to. Then come see me. And we'll get started.
Hello, this is CB Ultra 768, and we are back with Marvel's Avengers. Yeah, I mean, I figured since they released this whole Nick Fury thing, I might as well check it out. But as you can see, I'm not live streaming it. I've just decided I'm gonna play this chill and just, you know, just record the whole thing and like probably just, you know, splice it all together, what the missions are gonna be. I mean, I'm assuming it's not gonna be something big. It's just gonna be like, oh, go to do this and do that and stuff. But I do want to say I've been playing a bit more now after they've updated it. I do like that they've made it a lot easier to get more units. Like when you go to the vaults, I really like that you get units from opening those chests. Because I was always like, what is the point of opening these chests if I don't get any good gear? Though it still feels stupid, the gear system, that like when you go do vaults you don't get higher levels unless it's just super randomized. But anyway, this is all just gonna focus on the Nick Fury stuff, and I'm just gonna try to get it all done. Though I mean, I'm not gonna do just that either, because there is this, which I don't know if this is new, which is like it wants me to speak to all of them. But this might be just tutorial stuff, but I might do it. We'll see. But anyway, what do you got to say, Nick? I've been leaving you standing here for so long.
Feels good to be back.
No.
Now, first we'll need to get a foothold in the major cities on the eastern seaboard. Right now, AIM is in total control, preventing the resistance from rescuing trapped Inhumans. Get in and get us the advantage.
Okay. So, what am I doing now? So I talked to him. So now it's just, yeah, complete drop zones and enemy forces. Yeah, I feel that's something I'll probably just do on my own. So, real quick, let's go, and I want to see what happens if I talk to everybody here at S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I just want to kind of get that out of the way real quick. Alright, I'm back. I actually skipped the conversation things because they were nothing. It was probably like for first time players, just a little tutorial thing. But anyway, I just did all the drop zone missions, and now we gotta talk to Nick Fury again. I mean, this is probably what this whole video is just gonna be. Just me, I'll just complete the missions off screen, because I mean, you've seen them before. They're all the exact same. Probably just do that and then see what he has to say. I feel one of the missions will probably be new, because there is a new villain sector, and I would say maybe he'll send us to do that villain sector. If it is, then I'll definitely show that off, because I haven't played it. But anyway, what do you gotta say, not Samuel L. Jackson?
Nice work.
Nuts!
Commander Hill could use your help in the Pacific Northwest next. She's running S.H.I.E.L.D. out of a hidden base there, but AIM isn't letting go that easy. Securing the PNW will be vital for the Resistance. Check in at S.H.I.E.L.D. Substation 0 if you need anything while you're out there.
Wow, thanks. So now what do you want me to do? You want me to just do the exact same thing. Just complete drop zones and do that. Alright, well, I'll go do that. Be right back. Alright, finished in the desert. What else you need me to do, Fury?
Well, you made an impression. The Inhuman Alliance sends their effusive thanks.
They haven't? I've been saving their ass so many
A more
times.
offensive approach. We've tracked a majority of AIM's activities back to the snowy tundra.
Oh,
Get
okay.
out there, and let's give them a headache of our own.
You sent me to an area where it's super hot, now you're sending me to an area where I get frozen. Damn, nice. 1,000. Like I said, this is mostly why I'm playing this game, though. I legit like the costumes you get. Like, look at that. I got like 275 now. So, like, when the next shipment comes in, I'll be, like, ready. Even though, again, the shipment they had wasn't even that great either. It was just Captain America with, like, military pants and a Captain America shirt, basically. But, I mean, whatever. So, yeah, let's say the exact same thing. Yep, complete hives, villain sectors, and then defeat enemies Quio. Ooh, this might be a bit difficult. Also, the last challenge I was worried about, but then I read it correctly. I'm like, oh, it's a hero challenge. I'm like, oh, okay, I could just do a challenge. I will say, but I could do this with Spider-Man, because if I do that one move, he does Gamma. Alright, well, I'll be right back. Again, I'm kind of hoping he gives us, like, a specific mission. Like, there is I don't know if I already said, there's already a new villain sector. New, I should put in quotes, where apparently there's a villain sector in the future where you fight future Taskmaster. So, like, if he doesn't send us on that mission, then that's definitely gonna be part of the video. But I want to get the Nick Fury crap out of the way. So I'll be right back when I get this done. Alright, I'm back. Froze my ass off for you, Fury. What next? You need me to run to the Walmart and get your groceries?
AIM will be cleaning up that mess for a while. Let's use this opening while we can. We could use your help gathering intel from the future wastelands. This will inform preparations for the Kree invasion. A part of me wants to see this future for myself, but knowing what happens to me there, well, I'd rather not risk it. See you when I get back.
Alright. So now we need to go into the future. And what do you want me to do there? Drop zones, villain sectors, defeat groups of AIM units, and then perform takedowns. Well, I could probably show off something here now. Like the new villain sector, because again, they have like a villain sector where it takes place in the future and we fight Taskmaster. So I'll go do that, but the rest of the stuff I'll do on my own. So be right back with the Taskmaster fight. Alright, we're back. Making me run a marathon here. What do you want me to do next? I'm trying to think. Where have we been? We've been to the desert, snowy tundra, the forest, Wakanda, the future. Where else is there, Nick?
Well done, Avengers.
Oh, thanks.
If we maintain these strongholds, we can keep AIM at bay while we focus on stopping the Kree. We'll update you as new threats crop up, but you should be proud of the work you've done.
I'd say I figured. Is this it?
I know I am.
Alright. Alright. We're done. And I got that. Great. Like it didn't even look like it was like done all the way. So yep, alright. That was it, huh? So yeah, no wonder they're getting a new producer. Cause they're like, well, when they finish the Nick Fury stuff, it's like, okay, now what do we do? How do we advance the story? Like obviously the main story plotline is the Kree are coming to invade, and it's like the Avengers need to get ready for it. Hopefully they do something good with that. And again, make it like the Black Panther DLC, or I would say add-on. I wouldn't really call it DLC. But like they should just do it like that. Like yeah, like make it to where it's like maybe a new hero shows up and it's like we have all new missions and cinematics and stuff. I wonder if I had to guess if they had to have a villain for the Kree. Probably Ronan. I would say not Ronan. Roland. Yeah, it was Roland, the Executioner. Like I'd imagine if you're gonna have the Kree invade, probably he would be like the main one leading the charge. But maybe we'll see in the future. But until then, we are now once again done with Marvel's Avengers. Again, overall, I do like some of the improvements. Like again, mostly I keep playing this game just to collect units because I do like the shipments. Like again, like I loved the first costume we got, which was like a Black Panther Iron Man suit for Iron Man, which was cool. And then after that, we got like Civil War Hawkeye, which I currently have equipped. I think that one's pretty good too. And then what else is there? Then they did like the movie Iron Man 3, like the Mark 42, which that one's pretty cool. Even though again, the one I have currently equipped is the 2008 movie one. I mean, that one's just such a good one. And again, like that is winning me over. Like the fact like, oh wow, they gave that out for free? That's insane. And then the Cap one was whatever. But I'm looking forward to the next shipment, which will be coming like April 7th. Again, sorry I ramble on. I don't know. I try to always get my thoughts out there. Every video I do, I feel like I just jumble my words a lot, but I try to be legit with how I feel. Like again, like if I had to pick a game which was better, this of both companies made by Square Enix, this or Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely the better game. But again, I enjoy both of them. Like I enjoy this because it feels more relaxing, and I enjoy Guardians because I enjoyed the story and the characters in that game too. Like that's a better character-driven game. This is just a fun little mindless distraction whenever I'm not doing anything. But anyway, again, sorry for most of the video was just Nick Fury talking, but you know, I felt like I might as well get out of the way. And it would be kind of fun if I was just like the only guy on YouTube still doing this game. I mean, I'm sure there are others, but not those who edit this much, I'd assume. I'm rambling. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been CV Ultra 768. Again, I'm terrible at outros. And I'll see you all in the next playthrough. Bye-bye.